Hi guys, it's another beautiful Friday at Sped Everyday. Welcome to this wonderful episode. Yay! I'm so excited to be here as usual. It's your girl, Bola Tuto Fatoki. If you're watching Sped Everyday for the first time, and if you're not, thanks for all the support, thanks for subscribing, thanks for sharing my videos, and thanks for learning from it. And to all those of you that are always there to make comments and to send emails, to keep me going, to, all of you that send their suggestions and, how to make it better, how to make it work, topics. I want to say thank you so much. You guys are the real VVIP. Yes, again, if you're watching for the first time today, welcome to Sped Everyday. This is a platform where we learn about supporting our individuals with exceptionalities. And, in the past, I've made videos explaining and trying to, get you familiar with the word exceptionality, different types of disabilities, and I would like you to go back and watch those videos because you really need to understand who you want to support, what they're going through, their characteristics, things that you have to identify, behaviors you have to identify before you can truly support them. So why not just scroll back a little to the old videos and learn from it so that this will be helpful for you and you understand why we have to go through all this extra mile to be able to support our individuals with exceptionalities. At Sped Everyday, we do not only stay on supporting academically, we focus on behavior intervention, advocacy, awareness, and this year we're focusing so importantly on life skills. And life skills for us is broken down into 3 segments: daily living skills, personal and social skills, and occupational skills. We are still on daily living skills, so you've not missed so much. But I can tell you this has been running since January, and you want to go back and watch those videos as well, guys. So talking about life skills, what do you think? You think independence, right? You think of this individual growing up to begin to raise a family of his own. You think of this individual moving around to interact and relate with other people. You think about this individual's safety. You think about how to move around in the house to be as independent as ever, to care for themselves, personal hygiene, safety, self-awareness, self-confidence, shopping, preparing meals, basic household management, finances. Oh my God, that's the big one. Personal finances, creating budgets. So all these are entangled, and they are those skills that are needed for the essential day-to-day living. We focus on different parts of this, and today our focus will be on safety. Remember your girl, no matter what I always say, safety, safety, safety. Every skill we learn has its own safety rules, has what you need to understand and to teach our individuals with exceptionalities in order to keep themselves safe. Today again, our focus skill will be on safety. Why do we need to teach safety? Why is safety important? What are tips in teaching safety? How can we go about this? I'm sure you have yourselves relaxed now, and make sure you complete watching this video. And as soon as you finish watching, make a comment. Have you ever done anything with your child to help with safety? Have you done anything that went wrong that you learned from? We want to know about it as Sped Everyday. Remember, it's a big community helping our individuals' exceptionalities, and we can only know better if we share experiences. So please, don't hoard it. Don't keep this video to yourself, and don't just keep the knowledge to yourself. And what you've done in the past, don't keep it to yourself. Share with us. If you're not comfortable putting in comments, you can email me, spedeveryday@gmail.com. And you can also inbox me on Facebook, on Instagram. Just reach out, and I'll be able to share these experiences with others as well, And it's always good to help from one end to the other to the other. You never know how it's going to come back to you or your family. So, can you teach safety without the signs? Now, depending on how your child learns, is your child visual or depending on what we see around? We're talking about fire, we're talking about traffic lights. What are those things? How are these things identified? How do we see them in the real world? That a child has to know. How would my child know when to cross the street? Is there a sign to show when it's safe enough to cross that street? How would my child even know that this is the male bathroom and not the female, and have a male child, so that this child will not go into the female bathroom for his own safety and the safety of others? Remember, we are dealing with different people in the world. We are dealing with people that do not even know or understand what the word exceptionality is. We are dealing with people that have their own issues of life. So imagine me walking as a lady into a male bathroom. I don't know who is there. I don't know what that person already is going through. I don't know what life has done to that person. This may be someone that has been assaulted before as a child, and now a grown-up lady is going into the bathroom. What do you think that person's reaction will be? It could be shocking. It could be confusion. It could be, oh, you lost, trying to help me out. And it could be aggression. And we never can tell how other people are going to react to what our kids do, to what we do as individuals. So we never want our children to find themselves in that situation, which is why when it comes to safety, we want to first start with teaching the signs. We want to go through all these signs with our children. We want to look at signs like red means stop, yellow means ready, green means go, 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 go. How I learned when I was young. You want your child to be able to identify, where's the fire extinguisher? When I see this sign, what does it mean? Is my child on the bus? When I see this sign on the bus, what does that mean? Is it for me to use my seat belt? Is it for me to take it off? Your child is on a flight. What does it see there? And preparing a child for safety is not just for when something big happens. It is also to ensure that they are ready to transition into any situation. Imagine a child that has never been in the plane. And with all those safety talk and all that, your child will be overwhelmed. So you want to be prepared for that trip. And you can't be prepared for a trip with a child with autism, with a child that needs behavior intervention, with a child with learning disability. You can't prepare for a trip in one day. So you as a parent, as an educator, as an adult in their life, want to understand even these things first. I always tell people, Google is your friend. The society is your friend. Teachers are your friend. Educators are your friends. I know already that parents, you are overwhelmed. We have a lot to deal with already. Are you talking about taking those medications? Are you talking about doctor's appointments? It's a lot. So if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't even understand what sign you should be teaching, reach out, guys. If you can't reach out, Google it. What are the basic signs that my child needs to know? Oh, what are the signs that we need to identify on the trip? What are the signs within the home? Why do I have a fire alarm in my house? We need to be able to let our child see that. And if the signs, when you see the sign stop, when you see stop, and when you see X, when you see a check, what happens? So we want our child to understand that all these pictures that we see that may not have words written on them, they have a reason and they have a purpose for being there. Now, talking within the home or this child's regular environment, you want the child to be able to know what is the familiar smell, familiar odor. When I'm cooking and it's burning, what does it smell like? When I'm cooking and it's not burning, what does it smell like? So that when your child is alone, or maybe probably the adult is sleeping and he smells this, it would know something is wrong. He can easily get himself out. So we don't want to just play it like, oh, when it happens, it happens. No. So safety alone is not just even outside, it's within the home. What is the unfamiliar smell? What is the familiar smell that should be in the home? And even this would help them, not just with safety, but even with their personal hygiene. How can I check? Okay, no, my mouth is not smelling. Because in the course of the day, remember, it's not just you brushing your tooth. It's not just you brushing. But there are times that, you've gone the whole day, you've eaten, and then you can start sitting with that. Familiar and unfamiliar smell. Familiar and unfamiliar odor. So that your child can know, okay, for example, this is what it smells like when I just finished brushing, and this is how I'm supposed to keep it going all day. And then, this is what it smells like when I've eaten breakfast and lunch. And you know what? But some people don't know. And then you see them coming for presentation, talking to you as a colleague, and then he's like oozing. And then people are moving out, are moving away. So we want to teach. I just use that like as an example anyway. So let's go back to safety. It's just like to show you that, yes, there's some smell in the house. What smells? What are the things we have? When my refrigerator, when my food is spoiled, how does it smell? Remember, spoiled food is not just going to mess the whole kitchen up or your refrigerator up. It can leave germs around. And you want your child to be safe. Remember putting those germs there? This child may have a medication and just put it there to want to take it. And then it's going to be digesting that. So we want to familiarize again what are the odor in the house and what are the unfamiliar odor. You can practice it. I always tell people, when you're teaching for real world scenario, teach like it's happening already. Teach like it is done. It is what is going on. So I don't want you to teach them like, okay, so it smells foul when it's this, and when it's burning, you're going to smell like a burnt smell. Girl, boy, mom, dad, I want you to practice it. If it is for you to get that food burnt, and first see if your child is going to know something is going on, do it. So that your child will know this happens in real life. And it is something to watch out for. Not just for them alone, but even for the safety of them even raising the family, having a little child with them at home. Then how about those sounds? What are those sounds that we hear? What are the normal sounds within the home? How does it feel when I'm home alone? How do I know there's someone already in the house with me invading my privacy? How do I know? What is it when my shower starts running this way? When I flush my toilet and this happens, what happened? We want to familiarize with the sound. When I hear ding, 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 is that my microwave or is that my alarm system? So we want them to also be familiar with the unfamiliar sounds in their home and the familiar sounds in their home. So that this will put them in a situation to quickly ask for help or seek help as it is needed. One way to also, like I said, one very important way to be able to familiarize with things around the house. I always say it, I've talked about this odor, the sound. How about things within the house? How do I know something is missing? How do I know something is not there? How do I know there's something that is not supposed to be there? There's an unwanted thing in my home. How do I know? How do I know someone has been here? I need you to teach your kids to be familiar with their environment, to be familiar with their surroundings, especially where they live. To be familiar with how the doorknob is when it's closed and locked. So that when they see a tilt on their doorknob, they know something happened already. To be familiar with how they left their bed laid before they stepped out. I'm telling you, like I can tell you what my toothbrush, when I drop my toothbrush in the morning, I'm looking at it. So when I come back and I see something change, several times I've told my kids severally, and I'm like, did you move my toothbrush? I'm like, Mommy, how did you know that? Because maybe I was washing my hands and I moved this part. It's not for nothing, but you just want to know what's going on or what happened. So you can know if this calls for an emergency situation where you need to get help or not. And remember, our individuals' exceptionalities may need support to be able to get out. And they may not be those that are capable of getting out like straight up like that. So you want to ensure that they are familiar with what's going on around them. And how do you do that? Routinely move around the house. Routinely walk around the house with them. Paying attention to details and speaking it out. Oh, this is where the flower pot is. Oh, well, we left the flower pot by the door. Yeah, I like it by the door. Oh, yes, I'm keeping the knives here. See, you see the knives are there? Whoa, the knives are on the cabinet. So when this child walks into his home and he sees the knives on the table, he knows something is wrong. Somebody may be in the house that is not safe for him. And even teaching this routine safety would help your child to be organized, would help your child to be able to think for not just himself, but I'm telling you, we're not thinking of the now, we're thinking of being independent. We want these individuals to reach their highest potential in the best way they can. And we can only do this by supporting them consistently, which is why safety is important. I'm going to be stopping here for today on safety, guys. But let me just give a recap. I started off explaining to you once again the importance of life skills, of daily living skills, and how life skills was broken down, or it's been broken down into 3 segments or sections, whatever you want to call it. I talked about life skills, personal and social skills, and occupational skills. And I also emphasized that this year at SPED Everyday, we'll be focusing on these skills because these are the essential skills needed to support. These are the essential skills needed to support our individuals with exceptionalities, and they cannot do it without our support. So please, guys, as you watch this video, make sure you're reaching out to others that may need this assistance. And I can tell you, you're not just helping one person. One person that you've helped is helping another person. And it's a community that we all have to work together. Thank you again for watching today. Thank you for listening to my videos. Thank you for supporting SPED Everyday. And please leave your comment down below. And like my daughter always says, turn those notification bells on so that you'll be the first person to watch this and learn when I post videos. Thank you again. Enjoy your weekend. I know your girl cares, and all I'm here to do is just to support you, support myself, support the community, and advocate for our individuals with exceptionalities. Have an awesome weekend. I love you. See you next week. Bye.